Okay, part two of quitting yo-yo dieting, finishing it up as for good. I need you to realize, like, once we nail down, I guess, your substitutes, your little quirks when it comes to dieting, when you get to a point where you're just maintaining your body, so you're less reactive to having a big night out or a cheat day or a cheat week. It's a really great stage when you've lost all the weight or you've gained all the weight, and you're just in a body maintenance phase where you love the way you look, you love the way you feel, you love the foods that you're eating, and you've done all the hard work. You've done 30 days to 90 days of hard work or longer, so maybe 1 to 2 years of nailing your diet, your routine, your eating habits. When you're at that point of time in your physique, you can have freedom from being able to think and react to food and drink in your life. Why? Because you might have a big meal, you might have a couple of big days where you're over your calorie intakes, but in order to just repair how much extra fat you've stored or whatnot, or how much muscle you've lost by not working out for a week, you just need to essentially go on a diet for 1 to 2 weeks, either a calorie deficit or a calorie surplus for a couple of weeks to correct something that you've done for a couple of days. And that's the thing, by the time you get to that point in time, you enjoy working out, you enjoy being healthy, you've got more energy, you have more confidence, self-worth, self-discipline, you're more direct and clear in what you want out of life. The end goal, I guess, is to get you to a stage where you're maintaining your dream body. Because then it's not this mountainous huge effort if you have 1 day off, 1 meal off. It's, I'm going to chill this week and be on maintenance calories, and then the week after I'll just have 2 days of being in a 100 calorie deficit rather than a 400 calorie deficit if you're on the transformation, a fat loss transformation. You get to this point in time in your dieting and in your food and your habits where you're maintaining what you are and what you love, and that is a freeing moment. So at the moment, I've lost about 30 kilos of fat, probably more fat, and then gained muscle. And now I'm at the point where I don't need to diet as hard as I used to in terms of calorie deficit. At this point in time, I'm probably going to do a 6-month 100 calorie deficit for my own personal program, and then do a 200 calorie surplus and get really, really big and really work on my muscle definition over the next year plus. But I can have a night off where I can enjoy a birthday party or drinks or a family event. I can say yes to having foods that are maybe a bit higher in calories, knowing that I have the resources, the habits, the tracking numbers of calories, what's in what's not in what to avoid, what not to avoid. I don't have to think about it anymore. We get you to this stage where you don't have to think about it, you don't have to track everything on MyFitnessPal as much. You have your own knowledge bank, you know your body, you know your self-worth, you know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And to be honest, you start enjoying saying no to certain foods because you have better options either before or after that food. So I remember the other night, I had a gin and an espresso martini, and then went back to a mate's place and they ordered pizza through Uber Eats. I didn't have any of the pizza, but I didn't feel like I was missing out, because waiting for me at home was this meal that I'd prepared for when I came home from a night out. And the meal that I prepared and had ready was better than Uber Eats pizza delivery at 2 a.m. We get you to this point where you're structured, you know what you want, you love the food that you want. If you were to do Uber Eats or whatnot, like you would love the choice of having something else rather than a big oily greasy pizza. And usually, like, just find a different pizza substitute that works for you. Like, there's so many levels to this, but I guess in this video, just to summarize it, there's a really great end result that comes with having a dream body, and it comes with having being able to maintain your body weight. Because that's the thing when it comes to especially body fat percentage and muscle mass, it takes effort to build up muscle. It doesn't take as much effort to maintain muscle. And we get you to the point where you're it's no longer an effort to lose weight. Now we've once you fall in love with the process of losing weight, it's no longer a chore. We get to that point, it gets you to the maintenance point, it gets you to a level point where you're enjoying other aspects in life rather than being tied down by dieting. And that's one of the really great end goals. I can't wait to get you there. So stay tuned, stay on the challenge, just put in the work now, and it'll pay dividends in months and weeks to come. I'll leave it with that with you. Cheers. Talk soon.